Alright, so we all know the gaming company Rockstar Games. We mainly grew up with them. You know, they made the most popular GTA and Red Dead Redemption franchise. They're also known for other games such as Bully, Manhunt, Max Payne, LA Noire, and Midnight Club, which, And they're also known for making the Game Boy Advance movie tie-in game for Austin Powers. But over the past few years, Rockstar's changed. And to me, they have changed for the absolute worst. It all started when they launched Grand Theft Auto Online. And they decided to scrap single player expansion DLC, which they did have planned for multiplayer. Why is that? Well, because they wanted to focus mainly on shark cards. If you don't know what shark cards are, let me tell you what they are. They are microtransactions to buy in-game money for a certain amount of real money. And the most expensive shark card you can buy is I think it's around $8-10 million for 100 real life dollars. I will explain the severity of that. Rockstar Games quit every single player expansion they had planned, which fans were very much looking forward to profit more, which is it's not abnormal for a game company, but it is abnormal for Rockstar. They have always been pro gamer in the past. They only cared about the gamers. That's why they didn't give a fuck what people thought about Manhunt 2. They released it. They released Max Payne 3, and we still haven't gotten a sequel for that yet. Hopefully we'll get one soon. But they've always been very pro gamer until these past few years. So when they launched GTA Online, it was a huge success. Many people bought shark cards, and that made Rockstar think, you know what, we can make even more money off this. So instead of continuing on with any single player expansions they had planned, they primarily focused on making you spend money on shark cards. How to do that? They overprice things. This is where we're going to get into how horrible the shark card system is. Let's look at the yachts. In GTA Online, you can buy yourself a yacht. Doesn't do jack shit. Doesn't move. You can't drive it. You just sit in the hot tub or do missions or sleep in it. This would cost you 100 real life dollars. Money you could spend paying your phone bill, buying groceries. I want to understand if it was 15, 10 bucks. But 100 real life dollars for an in-game yacht that does nothing is absolutely fucking disgusting. You would have to buy a $100 shark card to buy the yacht. This just shows how greedy they've gotten. But we're not even done yet, because this is mainly my Rockstar rant, and I want to get into a rant here in a sec. After the massive success that was GTA Online, they decided to port it again the next gen, which made sense, When at the time that GTA 5 released, it was on last gen. Fine. It was made, I think a couple of months before the launch of the next generation consoles. It was released then. It only made sense that they would port it to next gen. You would think with this next generational upgrade, it would give you something in the base game, something cool, unique. No. You still just get the base game. They didn't give you anything special. And not to mention, they really, in this generational console, with this port, they really focused on heavy microtransactions. Still heavily relying on you. Instead of you grinding your ass off, because they made money extremely hard to get, you had to grind your ass off every day just to get a certain amount of money you want. They said focused on release, like saying, hey, you buy a shark card, we'll give you a certain amount of money added on to the shark card money. The only chance of you getting any sort of money is by grinding, glitching, or winning for special events where they would just hand you 50K, which by the way won't get you dick in GTA Online. That's basically how it went for the entirety of GTA Online's launch. It was mainly update after update after update of them just shoving shark cards down your throat. Even going as far to put it on the home screen. well, the home loading screen where you would go to load up GTA Online or single player, they would literally have some saying, "Hey, buy shark cards," and they would have the pricing of each shark card. Like they knew people didn't want to fucking grind. And as bad as I am, I never bought a shark card. I mainly grinded for my money. I have earned a total of $100 million by grinding and glitching and all that. But people just don't want to grind that hard. It took me 5 days just to grind for $5 to $6 million. And that was me playing for about 16 hours a day. That's how bad it is. But it still made money. Shark cards made a bunch of money. Rockstar saw profit in it. We still never got the single player expansions that we were promised. So we move on to the release of Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, as much as I praise this game, Rockstar still knows how to do single player games. When it came to their online, they went again with ditching Undead Nightmare 2, ditching any sort of single player expansion that we were hoping for. We got a statement from Rockstar saying that we are not doing any sort of single player expansion due to them wanting to focus heavily on the multiplayer. Now, back in the day, Rockstar would release single player expansions, and they were the best at it. Look at GTA 4. We had 2 standalone expansions for Lost and the Damned and Ballad of Gay Tony. These 2 expansions were very phenomenal. Not only did you get to play the base GTA 4, but you also got to be part of a biker gang in the Lost and the Damned, playing as Johnny. Or you can play Ballad of Gay Tony, where you could play as a nightclub owner and do missions to build up that nightclub. Which again is something that GTA Online failed to do, because the nightclubs in that feel very empty, while the nightclubs in Ballad of Gay Tony feel very alive. And then we got, to me, their best expansion. I don't know if you can see it, but Red Dead Redemption's Undead Nightmare. This was an expansion you could buy separately from the base game. You didn't have to own the first game to buy it. But you know what made it awesome? The fact that it changed the gameplay. This one focused more on the zombie feel, and it knocked it out of the park. This one made you feel like you were in this Western zombie movie. And that's fucking badass. Rockstar has been, and they even released great expansions for, Midnight Club LA, which added really good cars. They were expansions you would pay for, and that's what made them so great in terms of they cared about their players. At the time, yes, they had multiplayer games, but they primarily focused on that single player expansion, like the single player part of things. Not with Red Dead Redemption 2. All the fans, including myself, were hoping for that Undead Nightmare 2. We were hoping, screaming from the skies, that we would get an Undead Nightmare 2. It would never come to fruition. In fact, it got straight up denied by the head of Rockstars for more multiplayer content. What do I mean by that? Events, gold bars, and a goddamn battle pass. Now, when I think of Red Dead Redemption, I don't think of fucking battle pass. I think westerns, and after Undead Nightmare, I think fucking zombies. I would have loved to see Undead Nightmare and these new graphics, this high fidelity graphics. I wanted to see how they would put Arthur Morgan in the zombie apocalypse situation, the same way they did with John Marston. But we never got it. Instead, because people wanted to buy shark cards and spend a bunch of money on shark cards, they instead want to focus on trying to rob your wallet again with with microtransactions of gold bars, a shitty battle pass, and weak, stupid events. Now, as far as I know, Red Dead Redemption's multiplayer is not good. It's dying, which is a good thing, In this game, it was in controversy for jacking up the prices of things in the game to make you grind even harder, just so you can spend 1 or 2 gold bars on a gun instead of paying thousands of dollars for a gun. It was pretty bad, and I think it's still in a bad state. Now we get to today. At a gaming event, we had a Rockstar review. Me and a bunch of other fans, we were hoping for Rockstar to pull themselves back up from the failure that was Red Dead Redemption Online and maybe focus on a single player only experience. Nope. Instead, what we got was another re-release of GTA 5 for next generation consoles. This is where the rant's about to come in. You own so many great IPs. Bully, Manhunt, Midnight Club, Max Payne. You own LA Noire. You own so many great franchises. Hell, you guys are smart enough to make your own new IP. Make an all new IP for us to fall in love with. But what do? You get fans hyped for another re-release of Grand Theft Auto 5. I just feel like you guys are not in it for the gamers anymore. Look at a company like CD Projekt Red. They are the ones who are making Cyberpunk 2077, my most anticipated game of the year. And I want to get into another studio so I don't feel like I'm biased or anything like that, but CD Projekt Red has always been known for being very pro-gamer. They care about us as a gamer. How do they care about us? Well, Cyberpunk is getting an upgrade for next generation. But instead of making us buy it again, they said gamers shouldn't have had to buy the same game twice. So we're getting a free upgrade to Cyberpunk 2077. Instead of paying another $60, $70, we're going to be, if we bought the game last generation, we would get it for absolutely free. That's how you appease as gamers. Not to mention, they're mainly focusing on multiplayer last. Right now, they are currently writing the single player expansions, which I will be 100% supportive of. They are currently writing the single player expansions. And they literally said we're focusing on multiplayer last. Why? Because they know what their fans want. We want a great story, and if it's a good enough story, we will gladly buy your single player expansions. Focus on single player first, multiplayer second. That's something Rockstar that's what they've been failing to see as of late. They release a good to great campaign with a shitty multiplayer and just slap on microtransactions, cancel any plans of any expansion, and say, fuck you, we're out. But, and not to mention, instead of being very strict towards people who play their games, they let a few players play their game for 5 hours, and they allow them to be as open and honest as possible so they can take that negative or positive feedback, go back to the studio, and work on it. See, that's how you do a game company. CD Projekt Red has knocked it out of the park many times. They listen to us fans, us gamers, because they're gamers themselves, and they bust their ass to make a game that we will be happy playing. Something that they're proud of, something that we would be proud of. They take gamers' feedback, and that's always a good thing. That's always a good thing. They're always pro-gamer. Rockstar doesn't do that. Rockstar only cares about one thing, and that's shoving those microtransactions down your throat because they know their fans will eat it up. Fortunately, I never bought into it because I don't care about the online. I play Rockstar games for the single player alone. That's why never once have I ever streamed GTA Online. I never will. I played it in my spare time. But I never played Red Dead Redemption for its multiplayer. I played it for its two amazing campaigns, the original game and Undead Nightmare. And I still play these games to this day. But let's get into another studio that's very pro-gamer. Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch has finally recently come out and said that they are not putting any sort of microtransactions, or they're not even putting a multiplayer mode in Ghost of Tsushima, which is amazing to hear. I don't think multiplayer would have worked in this type of game. This is very much a story-focused game. And they're also saying that there probably won't be any sort of multiplayer modes. They've always been so focused on their single player experience. That's what Rockstar was always known for. I don't know anyone, like, I know people who buy GTA 5 just to jump on the multiplayer and not play the story. When I was growing up, when this game first came out, people didn't jump on the multiplayer first. We played the story. Why? Because Rockstar focused on story first, multiplayer second. That's how it's always been with them. They focused on the single player experience because Rockstar has always been known for their single player experiences. But that's when they were pro gamer. As of recently, they don't give a fuck about us anymore. It's been since 2013 since we got a brand new Grand Theft Auto. It's been even longer since we got a new Manhunt, Bully, Max Payne. Hell, I'd settle for an LA Noire sequel. I would love an LA Noire sequel. They did a fantastic job with their VR game. I will congratulate you guys. The VR game was great. But people want a Max Payne 4, a Manhunt 3, a Midnight Club sequel, a Bully 2. Hell, I've been waiting for Bully 2 since PlayStation 2. You know that shit will sell. Rockstar, you know it, but no, you want to focus on games that you can monetize out the ass, aka Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption 2. You don't give a fuck about the gamers no more, and that's clearly obvious. Now, if you Rockstar Games fans are mad about what I'm saying, I am completely sorry, but at this point, Rockstar Games are becoming a joke. They don't care about gamers no more. They're mainly focused on taking the money out your wallet, moving on with their day. That's why I support companies like Sucker Punch and CD Projekt Red. Hell, at this point, I'd honestly support Bethesda more. Because at least Bethesda, when they were re-releasing Skyrim out the ass, they released Fallout 4, Fallout 76. They released 2 new games. Rockstar has only released Red Dead 2. That's it. It's time for them to release something new or release a sequel to one of their great franchises. Hell, I would be keen on a Manhunt 3. I think a lot of people would. A brutal as fuck stealth game? Hell yeah. Do it. Bully 2? I would buy that. I would pre-order that. I would pre-order the most expensive edition that you can sell. Because I'm such a huge fan of Bully. I love Bully. Bully's one of my favorite games. Hell, Midnight Club? Pre-order that day one. Max Payne 4? I love Max Payne 3. Pre-order that day one. I will not be buying the re-release of GTA 5. I refuse to. It's not going to be great. It's just going to be the same old shit with enhanced graphics. Rockstar, you used to be one of my favorite game companies of all time. Releasing games that I would play for hours on end. Including this game, which was my most played Rockstar game. I have sunken in thousands upon thousands of hours in both Undead Nightmare and the original Red Dead. It's sad to see you go down this path, this road. You will not see me stream, buy, nor play the next generational launch of GTA 5. I know why I boycotted Last of Us Part 2 and why I'm not buying it, but I'm serious about this one. I am now boycotting the next generation version of GTA 5. I will wait until Rockstar gets their shit together and release something worthwhile, something great, something that fans actually want. And there's a reason why the launch trailer is one of the most disliked Rockstar videos of all time. I hope you guys enjoyed that little rant. I'm more disappointed than mad, so hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you guys next time.